Should couples have joint or separate bank accounts? My name is Dustin Reekman, and I can tell you that working over the past 11 years at EngageMarriage.com, this question has come up hundreds of times, and it's critically important that you have the right approach when it comes to answering this question. Let me explain. There's the mechanical question of joint and separate bank accounts, checking accounts, savings accounts. You could have one account, you could have 100 accounts. That's not really the issue. That's a personal preference issue. Is how you administer the accounting of your finances, right? The core question here is, are you going to work together or separately on your finances? So that, I think, is 100% on the side of you have to do it together. If you want to be successful and you want to avoid getting divorced over money fights. That's been our experience consistently across the board in our own marriage and in all the hundreds of couples we've worked with to answer this question and help them with their own finances. So, what that means is there's full transparency. Whether it has Bethany, my wife's name on it, or my name on the account, or both of our names are on the account, is less important. I need to have access, and she needs to have access to all three of those accounts, right? It's fine to have everything in one joint checking account. It's also fine if there's an ours account and there's a his and a her account, for some fun money or for some gifting, things like that. However, all the money that comes into our household, we feel very strongly that it becomes our money when it hits the household. It's no longer Dustin's money and Bethany's money. We don't divvy out money proportionate to how much we're bringing in. I'm not responsible for the mortgage while she's responsible for, the dog bills. It's all our money. So it comes in and becomes a pool of money, and then we can decide together how we want to spend that on a monthly budget, for investing, for setting goals and dreams together. That is what a healthy marriage looks like when it comes to money. You're doing it together. So it's really all about the intent of the accounts. Again, I'm not saying that it can't work with his and her account even. That only really works though if there's full transparency and full trust. Because if you're trying to withhold access and you're trying to withhold the ability to see what's coming in and out of a particular bank account or investment or anything else, it's really showing that there's a lack of trust. And if there's a lack of trust when it comes to managing money, or if there's a need to hide things from your spouse, there's a marriage issue there, right? And that's really where a lot of the bad stuff comes up when it comes to people managing the money in their marriage. So I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I would love to hear specifically how you handle your household, joint versus separate checking accounts, bank accounts, investment accounts, and do you work together as a team? Have you found success working completely separately? I would love to hear if that's been your experience, because in all of our years, that is just not the way things work in a successful, happy marriage where there's a great deal of trust and where we're using money as a tool to fuel our dreams and to set big, ambitious goals for our family.